Welcome to the 365 Performance Show with your host, Scott Dillon.
How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to talk about stories. Not nursery rhymes or anything like that, but the ones that go on inside of our heads. So it was 4 years ago, I was eating Indian food. It was a Wednesday afternoon, the sun was setting, and my beautiful partner was sitting opposite me. She'd been asking me for around the past year if she could come work for me. And tonight was the night that I was going to ask her. So no sooner did I have my final mouthful of my lamb saguala and it was going down my esophagus, did I ask her the question, "Hey babe, I think it's time. Do you want to come work with me?" That Indian didn't get any much further down my throat before she screamed out, Yes, I'd love to. And before I could pick up my glass of water to wash the curry sensation down my throat, did the words come out of my mouth. Cool, babe. Now we need to be really careful though, because couples that work together and live together have a hard time staying in a relationship together. Little did I know how much that little sentence, that little story was going to impact my life over the next 4 years. I've been in a relationship with my beautiful, gorgeous fiancé now for just over 9 years. And it was only 6 months ago that I actually was a man and had some balls and proposed to her. But here's the thing. For the past 3.5 years, that story that I created 4 years ago was not serving me. Because every time that work got really stressful, every time me and my partner had a disagreement, every time I just didn't really feel like my life was in order, that little story would play in the back of my head. Oh yeah, well, it's got, you got to expect that, we're around each other 24/7, blah, 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 blah. 6 months ago, I went through this process and I wrote down all the little stories that I had. Like, what was my worldview? What was the stuff that I had in my head that I believe was true, but had a very high possibility that it was not the case? One of them was couples that live and work together have a hard time being in a relationship together because they're around each other all the time. And then I asked myself, is it true? And am I 100% certain that that's true? And the fact of the matter is, it's bullshit. There's lots of people in this world that live and work together, have a great, fantastic business, and have a fantastic relationship. But I was oblivious to that possibility because of the story that I created for myself. And you might be thinking, what does this have to do with exercise and fitness or anything like that? And the fact is, it has everything to do with it. Because every single person that struggles with any aspect of their health, any aspect of their relationships or their business, they always have a bunch of stories that aren't serving them. And I want you to consider the possibility that your success over the next 3, 6, 12 months has nothing to do with another seminar or some new strategy, but actually just changing your story. Because in that moment when I recognized that story that I've had for the past few years isn't true and was bullshit, I could create a new one. And instantly I saw the clarity and what beauty it was that I had in my relationship. And in my eyes, it was couples that live and work together are in 1,000 times better relationship than couples that don't work together, because they get to see each other all the time. They get to experience so many different experiences together. They get to work through things on such a higher level, and they get to see each other develop so much more. In that moment, everything changed. Absolutely everything. I saw my partner for all the beautiful gifts that she had. It's not like we were in a bad relationship previously. It was good, yeah? G-O-O-D. But I always wanted it to be great, and I knew that deep down inside it could be, but my story was blocking me. So today, I want you to have a think about when you are training, or maybe when you're prioritizing your nutrition and things get a bit pear-shaped, what's the story that runs through your head? Is it, meal prep's boring, eating the same food all the time is boring, it's hard work, I'm just meant to be this way, I'm a failure. Yeah, well, it's easy for them because they have XYZ. It's because I'm getting old. It's because I have a bad leg. It's because I work too much. It's because I'm a mother. It's because I'm always busy. What is that stuff that goes through your head all the time, over and over and over again, every time that the going gets tough, that really doesn't serve you? All it does is it creates a story in your head that allows you, in your own head, the ability to contract instead of focus on what you need to be doing to execute and get where you need to go. Have a good day, and here's to changing our stories. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please head over to the365show.com where you can gain instant access to our 4-part video series. If you like what we're doing, please leave us a review, and also make sure you're subscribed so you get kept in the loop. And finally, if you know anyone else that could benefit from this show, please share it with them.